everybody, welcome to the show. Bass and Bonsai, not out on the water, not in the house. We're out in Rugburn, right? So I'm gonna show you a couple things. It is actually snowing out here. So we're going fishing. Not the best of conditions, but we're gonna try to get out here and test our new Carbonlite 2.0s. The 7-foot medium moderate, and maybe try the heavy also, 7-foot heavy. So I'm gonna throw you guys on the chesty. It's actually snowing and rainy. It's kind of nasty, but we're gonna try to just get a feel for it. We're at kind of the test pit, and you'll see it's very changed up, the conditions. So buckle up, hang on, let's go. All right, here we go. I was actually gonna start with the 7-foot medium moderate, but we're gonna start with the 7-foot heavy just because it's already rigged up, and as you guys will see here real quick, we got some weird conditions. Hang on. So really, it's you guys can probably make out the snow, and I didn't bring the gloves. I'm going to put the gloves on here shortly, but I just want to get a few casts in with this. But look at that crazy grass. So yeah, if we hook one, it'll be a miracle if we get it in, but I just want to get a feel on what I think of this heavy rod. I'm going to try to work it right here by this. This is a place with real clear water, and a lot of times you'll just not see anything, and then they come out of that grass just out of nowhere and will snag stuff. Now, I probably do not have a good bait for this water. It's very bright. If you guys can make it out. Hang on. It's something I can see real well. This clear water, I have no idea where these fish should be, so I'm going to kind of swim it kind of out there where the grass is pretty almost impossible to get anything through. I doubt if we get any hits. We're just waiting for it to warm up. We're going to meet up with Matt. It's supposed to stop raining probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. I haven't been here all summer. I think I came here once early on. That is crazy bright, but for dirtier water, I'm just throwing it here so because I can see it. But you never know. Sometimes, especially places like this, just a little dog will come out and grab stuff. So where I can bounce it along the bottom, I'll do that. And this is also a good time, especially if you're new to fishing and you've got some clear water where you can actually watch a bait. You know, you can tell what it's doing, and you'll get to transfer the feeling. So you'll know what like rocks feel like and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna blast one over there if I don't backlash. I'm going to be pulling it through grass, but I'm going to let it sink right on the other side of that grass just in case something's over there that would whack it. And I'm sure it's going to get grassed up. So I'd say if there's a bite going to happen today, it'll probably be later on in the afternoon. Once this weather clears out, I think the sun's supposed to come out a little bit. So you never know. We could actually get into some fish. And I'm basically just seeing how the weight of the 7-foot heavy feels like, say, over the 6'9" meat. I got a fish. So, oh boy. Get up here. There we go. Do I like the rod? Well, it's got a little luck into it, right? 30 some degrees, snowing, crazy bright jig, crazy clear water. Manages a little dink. right? Oh, it's gonna be, sorry buddy, long fall. Whee! He's like, dude, it's colder out there than the water is. Yeah, I know, buddy. The water's probably 45 degrees, I'm guessing, maybe warmer. And now here it is. Oh, dude, I wrapped that jig. Oh, I love my heavy action. I need to check that P-line original. So we have caught a fish. We haven't even got out in the boat yet. Today we are not skunked. We have a bass. We've got, what, as of right now, my favorite rod lineup for sure, the Carbonlite 2.0s. Man, I just like, I don't know why. It's like I've missed out for a couple years, right? Just how good these rods actually are. They're good rods. Dream catcher. That thing has the Bass and Bonsai colors on it, right? We got red, black, and white. Not red, white, and blue, but I like those colors. And at some point, Maddie is going to make me a bracelet. And yeah, so let's go. Come on, hands, fingers. It is cold. We're gonna get out in that boat, but unfortunately we don't have a heat like this. I can jump out there for like 10 minutes. I don't even know if I was out there 10 minutes and fish for a little bit, warm my hands back up, and just, you know, playing around, making a couple different videos, showing you guys some of the stuff. So anyway, when we get back out there, I'm up in the air. I think I'll probably throw both, but I'm gonna start with this one. We did catch one very close to the same color as what the jig was. So I'm gonna start with that, I think, just throw it around a little bit. But then I got the old black and blue, because I was talking about we caught that one over there before. So that is the jackhammer with that little more blue. Here we probably actually want the more black one. I may pull it out here real quick while my hands are warming up. But take that medium moderate, which should actually make a decent chatterbait rod also, for especially these smaller ones, a little bit smaller hook. You just need to know to pull, let it load, and then finish, and it should help hold it better, because you can catch them on that 6'6" or 7 foot medium light Carbonlite, right? We've done it before, and we've done it with lighter rods. So we may not even get hit on this today, but that may be an option also if you want to use the, like, you've got a heavier rod, or you're using your, you know, you're just using a few rods for multiple different things. We'll also be testing that out over, probably wait till next spring before we get a good test on it. And just in case you guys are like me, I'll talk about this real quick. I know, always a teaching type thing, right? It's not, probably doesn't even matter, but as my baits start to get older, you start to have those one little wild, I call them wild hairs sticking out, right? Like your hair on your head. I either try to pull them out so they'll fold down, or just if they break off, they do. Because I feel sometimes that could be a deterrent for a fish to hit it. Like, say if they just see something weird poking out, just like if there's any gunk on a bait, it's probably no big deal. But you know, I know I don't have OCDs, but sometimes I think I do. When you're just you know, you grab a bait out of the box and you put it on, you just see this wild thing. If it catches your attention, in my opinion anyway, if it catches my attention, it might catch a bass's attention in a negative way, and he may be like, what is, no, I don't want that kind of deal. So that's why if I see some, or some are just stringing too long out of the bunch, and I hate a real flat skirt. I like a skirt, you know, because if it's totally cut off flush, I think that looks too fake, in my opinion. So that's just kind of my thoughts on skirts, right? Real quick, that popped in my head. I figured I'd let you guys know. This one is almost too, but it does change up some, so I'm probably not mess with it. I like when they just have a more, you know, you can't really, just like a haircut, right? You got the old bowl cut type thing. If it's straight across, can look a little weird at times, you know, straight bangs type deal. All right, let's go. My hands are almost warm. Okay, let's break out our new rod we have not tried yet. We tried the heavy just now. We're going to try, this is not intended for a chatterbait rod, but as you guys know and seen the water, it is going to be used for that right now, just to, I think, what bait that can get it in and through there, or may go even to a jig. But we're going to give the Jabberjaw, oh my god, Slobber Knocker knockoffs a shot. I got a couple rigged up with a couple different trailers. And then we're going to try this guy probably first, maybe black and blue, but then we're going to try the slobber knockers on our new 7-foot medium moderate, and let's go. And we don't need to lock the door. We're like right here. We're right here, literally. So let's get on over here and just see what we think of our new combo. I'm going to set these baits down, I think. If I put them in my pocket, I know one will get stuck and I won't be able to get it out. So we're just going to set these down right there. Don't let me leave those. Right? Somebody, do not let me leave the slobber knocker knockoffs. Or, actually one of those is a jackhammer. That black and blue is a jackhammer. All right, here we go. Let's see what kind of luck we got into our medium moderate. Whew, it is definitely too cold to just come out and stay out right now. Like, it's, the snow stopped. It's a light sprinkle. I'd rather actually have it snowing. But, well, that thing sailed on out there. Yeah, I think our heavy isn't loading up with that bait we had, like a 3/8 ounce jig with that skirt trailer. I think it needs a little more weight to load up and get a good cast. This thing, I think, cast a 1/2 ounce further. If I get something very big, I'll have to go over that way. So let's just, I'm just kind of trying to hit some, I think, maybe I got this thing turned down lower than that other zillion. I'll be honest, this thing feels, I can tell it. I got a fish. Whoa! Oh, he came off. I hope you guys saw that. I did not. I need to definitely set the hook. That thing, right when it hit the grass, that fish came out and nailed it. Definitely need a little more of a, I don't know if that transferred through. I didn't really even set the hook. I was starting to pull it through grass, and then I felt it get heavy, and then I just continued on. I should have gave it a quick pop. I can see in spots. I'm trying to just tick it across the tops of some of this grass. Oh, I had a hit for sure there. All right, maybe this rod will not be good for chatterbaits, but which will be good for what I intend it for. I guess I should have showed you on the heavy. So hopefully you can make out that it bends, and then it kind of bends further in. The medium fast action, you know, doesn't come down more like that moderate does. That moderate is almost bending all the way, if you can make that out. Right in here is where it stiffens up. All that is pretty much giving it the flex, which is perfect for treble hook baits. That may be what's causing this. Oh, there was a fish chasing it. He's still there. I see him. He came out and was on top of that rock. Okay. I'm gonna try a jabber. I keep calling the slobber knockers jabberjaws just because their names are so ridiculous. I get them mixed up. So let's go from a jackhammer, just because I feel a more natural color is due. So let's go with this. It's kind of got the similar colors of the two baits that have had fish on them, even though that black and blue's gotten pecked at a couple times. A lot of times in real clear water, black and blue, I don't know, black and blue is weird. It's one of those colors that can work awesome, or it could just not work at all. So that one, I'm gonna let it set. There's rocks over there, so. Man, it is way more subtle. You can just instantly tell Honestly, in my opinion, I can't tell from a slobber knocker. Oh my God, I'm getting my names horribly mixed up. I can't tell the difference between jackhammer, a Z-Man original, or the knockoffs, like the chattering. The minute the slobber knocker kicks in, I can tell I do not have those baits. It's a way more subtle of a chatter. It's there, but we're gonna go meet up with Matt. But before we do, I couldn't help myself. I'm like, I need to rig up just to see. This is the little Probero's square bill. If I can get it in and around that grass without getting gunked up, I'm thinking I can pull a fish off, because I can hesitate this bait. Feels good. I like the way I can feel that bait. So yeah, this 7-foot medium moderate is going to be good, I think, for all the way down to these 6-gram little cranks. As far as casting and working. Now, as far as, you know, being maybe a touch overpowering for them littler hooks, we'll find that out once we get fish to hit them. All right, let's go. Let's meet up with Matt. Okay, hopefully you like this video. I'm gonna put a wraps on it. My hands are starting to, ooh, man, they were froze, but they didn't lose circulation. Blood's still there, but it's telling me your hands are frozen. It is cold out there. I got my gloves. We're gonna go meet up with Matt. Let me show you guys real quick. Oh, look, right as it pops out. That sun's starting to pop out. It's gonna start warming up. I think the rain's gone. So we're gonna wrap up our little test video right here in the truck. Caught one fish on the heavy, a good sign. The medium moderate, maybe not the best for chatterbaits, but hopefully we get out here and you'll find out later on. Check out the video with me and Matt in probably the coldest, toughest conditions so far. It was snowing earlier. Hopefully you saw that footage. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Carbonlite 2.0s, I think they're all legit, but we're gonna try to narrow down the ones I like for me. I definitely don't like, you guys have seen me fish before with the 7'6" of Matt's. I'm not 7 foot and shorter, really 6'10" and shorter is the rods I like, to 6'6" for your average fishing. Sometimes even a 6 foot on some of those ultralights, 5'6" on the real ultralights. So anyway, hopefully you like this. So far, the 7-foot medium moderate feels good. Cast real good. Just missed that one fish that hit it pretty good. The other one just came out and looked at it. He didn't actually take it. So the one on the jig, I believe that's a 3/8 ounce jig, Strike King jig that we actually caught the fish on. First fish I've caught on that jig. I've only used it a handful of times. The water's real crazy clear, but that fish came out and he wanted it. Got the goat on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Get out, go bass and bonsai. Check out the Carbonlite 2.0s. At least go give them a feel at Bass Pro. I'm not telling you to buy them. Just, you know, if you think, this may fit me, I'm telling you, something about the hookup ratios, other than the one we missed just a minute ago, seems to be pretty good with those rods. For me, I use braid. So if you're a guy that uses braid, sometimes those oversensitive rods, the NRX, NRX Plus, or anything in that caliber, even like these purple rods, you know, the X Prides and that kind of stuff, I think sometimes a little too stout and sensitive of a rod when you're fishing with braid isn't necessarily the best thing. Sometimes these little, and I'm not saying they're not good, they're a little more subtle, and just the power and the action of them is just a touch, what I call forgiving, right? Like a lot of people talk about a full flex or moderate rod, it has that forgiveness in it. Fiberglass rods, a lot of guys talk about that, but these Carbonlites seem to have it built into them. Whether it was intentional or not, I don't know, but it does work for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I gotta go meet up with Matt. Stay tuned for that video. Check it out. It's gonna be something to do with I may even put nasty in the heading. Nasty conditions, baits that work, right? Any bait you throw could possibly work. Let's go.